And welcome to the CCSP Team Training for Regulated Enterprises presentation. In here, we're going to be looking at how we can make the CCSP more of an outcomes-driven cloud security enablement service for your teams that build and run cloud services. So how are we doing this? Well, we're looking at turning the CCSP material into measurable cloud security outcomes. And with standardized execution, you have more teamwork, less heroics, which ultimately results in reduced risk exposure, faster remediation, audit-ready evidence, and improved resilience. So for each one of the 6 domains of the CCSP that we're about to cover, we're going to look at the high-level objectives for the domain, measurable business outcomes, operational capabilities that are either delivered or improved upon, and additional benefits your teams receive to accelerate adoption, such as reusable templates, checklists, and procedures as well. So for the first domain of the CCSP, this is the Cloud Concepts, Architecture, and Design domain. This is the Welcome to Cloud domain, if you will. So we are looking at standardizing secure cloud architecture decisions with these different service models, reducing cloud risk and delivery friction by aligning reference architectures, shared responsibility knowledge, appropriate security hygiene, and making cloud provider choices defensible by using common standards that are used when it comes to assessing cloud service providers. Our business outcomes for Domain 1, we have reduced risk, faster delivery, audit-ready design, and operational resilience. So risk reduction through a reduction of cloud misconfigurations. Delivery speed is improved upon by replacing ad hoc decision debates with reference architecture decisions and reusable patterns. Audit readiness is improved by tying provider selection and service design to different criteria. And resiliency, considering cloud business continuity and disaster recovery expectations at the very beginning. The operational capabilities that are delivered, the ability to define cloud roles and responsibilities across the various cloud actors, security control, ownership and placement, standardization of design reviews and technical governance, applying key security controls, mitigating virtualization, container, serverless risks, establishing security hygiene baselines, building business continuity, disaster recovery, and business impact assessment inputs for your cloud workloads, and again, evaluating cloud providers using different standards that are out there. As far as the takeaways, the exclusive actionable artifacts that all students receive, reusable cloud roles and responsibility matrices, checklists of worksheets for CSP and service onboarding, provider evaluation scorecards, and post-training key performance indicators for cloud security. Moving on to Domain 2, this is the cloud data security objectives. So are the objectives for Domain 2, making cloud data controls auditable, reducing cloud data exposures, and standardizing on key data security technologies. Business outcomes for Domain 2, reduced exposure, faster delivery, defensible audits, and repeatable operations. So again, we want to cut severe exposures by standardizing our tools and technologies for security, accelerating delivery cycles, strengthening audit defensibility, and finally reducing operational risk, making retention, deletion, archiving, and legal holds repeatable, not ad hoc processes. The operational capabilities delivered here, we're mapping data phases to security or confidentiality, integrity, and availability requirements to spot exposures and control gaps. Choosing storage per workload and encrypting with practical key rotation and recovery. using different obfuscation technologies to prevent unauthorized movement or exfiltration of data, and the ability to discover what data you have, both structured and unstructured data sets. The included exclusive actionable artifacts, cloud data governance and control catalog, the data discovery, data location evidence checklist, data classification pack, and chain of custody and non-repudiation procedure documentation as well. Moving on to domain 3, this is the cloud platform and infrastructure security domain. In here, we want to standardize and enforce infrastructure controls, turn cloud infrastructure security into repeatable practices, and standardize on secure data center design if you are doing that. Business outcomes, reducing the risk, faster deployments, audit ready, and resilient. So again, we want to reduce misconfigurations when it comes to infrastructure misconfigurations, readily available audit evidence, more resilient infrastructure, including recovery time objectives, recovery point objectives, and faster deployments. The operational capabilities delivered for infrastructure security domain, mapping business requirements to controls, evaluation of core cloud components, assessing cloud risk consistently, standardizing on secure data center design, engineering resilience into the infrastructure, planning and implementing infrastructure protections, implementing cloud identity and access management controls, and operationalization of assurance and recovery. Included for this infrastructure domain, cloud infrastructure component risk maps, secure data center design checklist, cloud risk assessment worksheet, and security controls implementation plan. Moving on to domain 4, this is where students explore cloud application security and reducing cloud application risk, building repeatable application security guardrails, and standardizing secure software usage and supply chain controls. Our business outcomes, we want to shift left when it comes to application security, having faster remediation, audit-ready software development lifecycle, and reliable releases. So we want to reduce the amount of software vulnerabilities that are being introduced into our organization, faster remediation, better audit readiness, and improve software reliability as well through baseline configuration and versioning disciplines and behavior. Operational capabilities that are delivered as part of this domain, application security awareness based on common cloud vulnerabilities, such as those published by OWASP, embedding security into SDLC, applying threat modeling, secure coding and code review criteria, control releases with software configuration management and versioning, standardizing functional and non-functional testing with different tools, validating real-world abuse cases, and governing cloud application architecture. Included actionable artifacts for this domain, secure SDLC integration checklist, threat modeling worksheet and facilitation guide, cloud application security testing playbook, and verified secure software intake and supply chain risk checklist. Very important. For domain 5, this is where we move into the cloud security operations environment, where we are operationalizing cloud security operations, reducing cloud misconfigurations, and building audit-ready cloud operations for change control, evidence handling, and so on. Business outcomes for domain 5, again, reduced exposure, higher resilience, faster containment, and lower audit friction for our operations. Our network controls, OS baselines, these are applied consistently, to reduce misconfigurations, resilience improvements, incident impact reduction by implementation of blast radius in cloud, and audit friction reductions as well. Change configuration patching, everything standardized. Consistent evidence-ready records are generated. Operational capabilities, the ability to evaluate cloud infrastructure security control designs, virtual hardware security configuration, management plane tools configured properly, following ITIL and ISO/IEC 20000-1 concepts, executing incident management with the Security Operations Center, hardening guest operating systems, patch management, backing up, restoring images, and forensics collection methodologies are covered. Included actionable artifacts here: infrastructure as code, operations strategy templates, SOC logging requirements, cloud admin access design checklists, and secure network controls configuration baseline. Finally, we have domain 6, which is the legal, risk, and compliance domain. So the objectives here: operationalization of cloud governance, reducing legal and privacy risk, and building audit-ready third-party assurance packages. Business outcomes: reduced regulatory risk, obviously very important, faster audits, defensible vendor decisions, and investigation-ready response. So we want to reduce that audit friction, reduce the regulatory risk, consistent third-party risk decisions being made, and investigation readiness as well. Operationalized capabilities: translating cross-border legal and jurisdiction constraints into your operating requirements, privacy impact assessments, cloud-ready audits, SOC reports, reviewing SOC reports from vendors before onboarding them, identification of control weaknesses, assessing provider risk management programs, and standardizing risk treatment decisions, and embedding e-discovery and forensics requirements into cloud procedures and playbooks. Included artifacts for this domain: cross-border data handling decision matrix, privacy impact assessment templates, cloud audit readiness package, provider assurance review checklist for SOC reports, and provider risk management assessment template. So some final thoughts here. The turning training into measurable cloud security capability. Your goal here, and our goal here at Intrinsec, is to standardize decisions, reduce exceptions, produce evidence, and improve delivery speed using training as our means to do this. So performing a capability transfer, not a content delivery mechanism. So it becomes repeatable operating practices that your teams can execute consistently. Adoption-ready artifacts are being included to help your team accelerate implementation. This is designed for scale, getting all team members in there. More teamwork, less heroics. Built for regulated environments with audit defensibility. It's optimized for learning and development outcomes through enablement metrics, completion through to proficiency, through to application, and finally measured like a business initiative. So tracking key performance indicators for exposure, speed, audit readiness, such as critical misconfiguration rates, review cycle time, and evidence completeness. So that is it. We would love to hear from you if you are interested in discussing your team's needs when it comes to improving your cloud security capabilities. Thank you. Take care.